So apparently you were masturbating on the beach. So,
it's my vibrator, but I just put it in I was sitting on the beach, and I just put it in there, and it was covered up, and I just had an orgasm. I'm sorry, I was stressed out. This is ridiculous. What am I being arrested for?
It was outrageous. A woman was using a vibrator for self-entertainment on the beach and was witnessed by others. The police were called in. After being arrested, she couldn't bear the humiliation and committed suicide. This incident occurred at a beach in Georgia. The police received a call from a tourist reporting that a woman had spread a towel on the beach not far from her tent and then sat on it, taking out a cylindrical object from her bag and starting to do something that couldn't be described. And he and his family could even hear the strange sounds made by the woman. Subsequently, several police officers arrived at the scene and found this woman named Chris at a bar near the beach.
what's your name, ma'am?
Chris?
Chris?
Do you have your ID on you? Chris. Yeah, can I ask what the problem is?
Alright, so someone called us. We got multiple calls about you. About something pertaining on the beach.
Yes.
Were you doing something you weren't supposed to be doing?
Okay, I don't understand. There was nobody. I was just sitting on my tail. Nobody was around me.
Okay, and you were over at the beach?
Like I was near the water.
Near the water?
Yeah.
And they saw you doing something you weren't supposed to be doing?
No, that's not true. Okay, can you share? I mean, who did I offend? I don't understand. What did I do?
So apparently you were masturbating on the beach.
At first, Chris tried to deny the police officer's accusation. Then she guessed that it was a prank by a friend. However, after getting a negative response, she tried to sit on the ground and reenact the scene just witnessed to the police officer.
Nobody was around. Was it an anonymous call? Is this one of my buddies? Okay, one of my buddies.
No, it's not one of your buddies. It's a family.
Okay, look, let me show you what I did.
Okay. Can I see the contents inside the bag?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't really understand what y'all.
We're just here because someone called and we're very concerned. Okay.
This is really highly offensive to me.
I got it. I got you. And that's why I'm trying to figure it out.
It's my vibrator, but I just put it in I was sitting on the beach.
Damn. Rest in peace to Chris, but for the love of God, have some self-control, man. Welcome to the Full Motion Podcast, brought to you by Full Motion Music Group at www.fullmotionmusicgroup.com. The only artist development company that sits down with you to build your brand, create your Wikipedia page, launch your Google Knowledge panel, design your artist website, and guarantees income from your first project together. As an independent artist, doing everything alone is very tough. So log on, connect with the A&R professional, and take your career to the level it deserves. Welcome to the podcast. You are now locked in with the Full Motion Podcast, powered by Full Motion Music Group. My name is Swigga Giovanni. Let's tap in with what's moving around the world, the stories shaping the culture, music, and innovation right now. Okay, our first story. Egypt's $1.5 billion museum finally opens. Now, after 20 years of waiting, Egypt's Grand Egyptian Museum has finally opened next to the Giza Pyramid. The $1.5 billion project is the largest archaeological museum in the world, featuring over 100,000 artifacts, including the entire King Tut collection, displayed together for the first time. Egypt even made November 1st a public holiday for the grand opening, calling it a new era for history and tourism. Now, all my world travelers, this is somewhere you might want to check out, man. I might check this out myself. And in other news, Diddy begins his prison sentence at Fort Dix, aka Sweet Dix. Pause, no Diddy. Now, Sean Diddy Combs has officially checked in at Fort Dix Federal Correctional Institute in New Jersey. It's a minimum facility, one of the sweetest, calmest, low-level facilities on the East Coast. He's expected to be released in May of 2028, but with good behavior and all his programs, he will be out next year. Now, TMZ reports that Diddy's first job assignment behind bars is cleaning laundry for the other inmates. Now, don't get this twisted. Working laundry detail in the feds is one of the most sought-out jobs in the federal correctional facility. I mean, you move around, you're not in your cell all day, you're not in a dorm all day, and you can move and shake. If you're moving and shaking, you want to work in a laundry detail. So everybody laughing at Diddy, oh, he's working laundry, he's cleaning underwear. Listen, bro. My man know what he's doing. Free Diddy. I hope to see you out soon, man. Okay, in other news, 81% of women would rather stay single than settle. Now, a new national survey from Hinge and Talker Research found that 81% of women over the age of 35 say that they'd rather stay single forever than settle for the wrong person. Only 39% of men feel the same way. The study shows women are drawing a clear line on compatibility, choosing peace and independence over pressure and convenience. Now, ladies, listen. When you die and you're in your house, I hope you train your cat to call 911. Moving right along. Driverless truck makes history in Houston. Now, a Houston startup called Bot Auto just completed the first fully driverless freight delivery. No driver, no joystick, and no remote control. The autonomous truck made a hub-to-hub run through real traffic, marking a major milestone for logistics and transportation tech. Experts say it's the start of a new era in trucking, though many drivers fear it can mean fewer jobs in the long run. Yes, sir. You have every right to fear that way, because if trucks are driving themselves, all my brothers and sisters need to find a new hustle, man. Trucking used to be the go-to, and now these trucks is driving themselves, man. Learn the AI of it all. If you want to stay in trucking, learn the AI logistics, learn how to become a part of that community, and don't let AI take your job away. Now, China, I love Chinese news, man. China changes divorce law, women lose property rights. Now, a new divorce ruling in China is causing major backlash after courts declared that wives can no longer claim property registered only in their husband's name, even if they contributed financially or through unpaid domestic work. Now, critics say the decision sets back decades of progress in women's rights and leaves many with no protection after a split. Social media in China has exploded with outrage as the debate grows between equality and traditional family norms. I want to know y'all thoughts on that, man. Y'all agree with what China's doing or not, man? Let me know. Now, in hip-hop news, Cardi B's new album struggles to the charts. Now, fans are questioning what's going on with Cardi B's latest album. Despite going platinum in one day, none of the songs made it onto the Billboard Top 40. I wonder why. Some say the album's traction is mostly coming from social media views instead of streams, raising questions about how chart systems measure success in today's music industry. I mean, I thought it was bots. I didn't even really think to see if it was the social media buzz that she's getting, but it's not formulating on the Billboard charts, man. And like we talked about in the last episode, no hip-hop songs are in the top 40 Billboard right now, bro. But if you just released a platinum album, how are no songs on the top 40 Billboard, bro? It's confusing. Anyway, a new study, video games help slow brain aging. Now, researchers in Japan found that seniors who played just 30 minutes of brain training video games daily age cognitively about 10 years slower than those who didn't play. Games like Dr. Kawashima's brain training help keep their memory, focus, and reaction time close to young adults. The study suggests that gaming in moderation can actually strengthen the mind. I don't know if that applies for GTA or NBA 2K or whatever, but I don't know. Now, another study, men who break traffic rules make better husbands. Now, psychologists say men who bend a few rules on the road might make better husbands in real life. The theory is that quick-thinking drivers show creativity and adaptability, qualities that also help in relationships. They're not reckless, they're confident under pressure. Now, Sam Altman, CEO of ChatGPT OpenAI, he's making headlines again after saying that if AI wipes out certain jobs, maybe those jobs weren't real work to begin with. He compared it to how farming was once seen as essential work until machines changed the game. Altman also says people will adapt, finding new ways to stay productive in an AI-driven world. But not everyone agrees. Be careful, man. I've been telling y'all, AI will take your job if it's not, like he says, a real job. Now, Apple's cosmic orange iPhone color fades to pink. Yeah, Apple's new iPhone 17 Pro Max cosmic orange model is catching heat after users notice their phones are changing color from orange to pink within days of being purchased. Some people blame it on heat exposure or coding defects, while Apple has yet to comment. The issue's trending across Reddit and X, with the fans calling for refunds or replacements. I did not get the new phone. I'm tired of buying iPhones after iPhones when they're only changing the camera or something very minor, bro. I got I think the 15 Pro Max. I'm still doing good. You know what I'm saying? I did buy the new AirPod Pro 3s. They're still falling out of my ears. I don't know if my ears are defected or the AirPods are defected, but that's one of my biggest drawbacks of this phone, man. Now, another study for my peoples in relationships: couples who make peace faster stay together longer. A 2022 study from the Journal of Family Psychology found that couples who resolve arguments within 30 minutes are 80% more likely to stay together long term. Experts say quick reconciliation lowers stress and strengthens trust, proving sometimes silence costs more than an apology. I mean, I believe that, man. Because sometimes, man, when we argue, it be over the smallest crap anyway, bro. So just get over it. And as a man, you shouldn't even be going back and forth with your lady, bro. Just move on and keep it going, bro. As long as she ain't do nothing foul and as long as he ain't do nothing super foul, it shouldn't be an argument or a heated debate for more than 30 minutes, more than 10 minutes, bro. Like, come on, grow up, man. Now, speaking of growing up, a grandmother who lived to 122 years old defies science. Jean Calment, Google her. Jean Calment of France still holds the world record as the world's oldest person, living to 122 years and 164 days. She smoked until she was 117. She drank wine on a regular and ate a lot of chocolate. She ate chocolate every week. Now, scientists say her longevity was likely genetics, but her calm lifestyle and humor kept her sharp. Her story reminds us that peace of mind might matter more than perfection. Now, moving on, ChatGPT limits health and legal advice. OpenAI has tightened its safety rules. ChatGPT will no longer provide personal, medical, or legal advice and won't analyze medical images. The update aims to keep AI guidance general and direct users to professionals for those issues. The change reflects growing pressure to regulate AIs responsibly worldwide. Now, damn, I was using AI to give me some legal codes on fixing my credit. I hope that don't change, man. I'm gonna definitely check that out after this show. But yeah, man, ChatGPT is tightening up. I guess people are losing jobs behind that. Behind ChatGPT putting you on, they losing a lot. So be careful for that, man. Now, morning phone habits can drain your focus. Behavior experts warn that checking your phone first thing in the morning can spike stress hormones and derail focus for hours. They recommend waiting at least 30 minutes before scrolling to give your brain time to wake up naturally. The science says your first hour after waking up should belong to you, not your phone. I agree with that wholeheartedly, man. These phones is taking over our lives. People be sleeping with the phones under their pillow, bro. Like, yeah, that's crazy, man. And here's some weird news, bro. A 19-year-old gives birth to twins with 2 different fathers, bro. She has twins and the fathers are different. A rare case in Brazil shocked doctors when a 19-year-old gave birth to twins with 2 different fathers. It's called heteropaternal superfecundation, when 2 eggs are fertilized by sperm from 2 men during the same ovulation cycle. Only a handful of confirmed cases exist worldwide, showing once again that nature always finds new ways to surprise us. That is not nature, man. She is a freak, bro. Having sex with 2 different men during your ovulation. Sheesh. And now the baby's gotta suffer. Could you imagine? Wow. Yeah, while we're on the subject of sex or lack thereof, there's an app called Quitter. It turns self-control into a challenge. Now, there's a viral app called Quitter. It's turning the No Nut November movement into a digital competition. User logs their streaks, compete with friends, and track progress to boost discipline and reduce screen habits. The app's developers say it's about focus and accountability, but critics say it turns serious issues into a game. Now listen, bro, if I'm competing or dealing with No Nut November, I'm not gonna keep logs or compete with friends. I mean, come on. Could you imagine? I mean, just keep that to yourself and No Nut November. Like, if you got a girl How could you even compete in that No Nut November thing, bro? Like, who even came up with No Nut November, bro? Probably a bunch of incels. You know what I mean? Because that's crazy. All right, man. This wraps up today's world news and entertainment segment on the Full Motion podcast. Stay tuned for our artist development tip of the day, where we break down strategies that keep your career and your mindset moving forward. You're listening to Full Motion podcast, powered by Full Motion Music Group. Stay focused, stay consistent, and stay in motion. Okay, you heard the headlines. Now let's focus on you. This is your artist development tip of the day, powered by Full Motion Music Group. Now, today's tip is about creating a call to action video to grow your followers and fan base. A call to action, or a CTA video. Now, a call to action video is a short clip where you directly ask your audience to take action. Follow, comment, subscribe, or share your posts. It's not a random content. It's a strategy to turn your viewers into real supporters. And make it interactive. Offer something simple. Maybe a $50 to $100 giveaway, or a swag bag with your album, vinyl, or a t-shirt. Tell your audience, the first 3 people to like, comment, and follow this post and subscribe to my YouTube and Spotify will win. Now, this kind of engagement builds energy around your brand, and it gives a fan a reason to act. It helps you grow your email list, find your most active followers, and create a direct connection for future drops or merch release. And remember, you're not spending money, you're circulating attention. The more engagement you get, the further your posts travel. The more people see you, the more opportunities come your way. So don't post without purpose. Every video should move your audience to take action. Turn your viewers into fans and your fans into customers. All right? So that's your artist development tip of the day. And if you want a full call to action video script tailored to your next rollout, contact us for an industry insight call at fullmotionmusicgroup.com. We'll help you plan, script, and launch content that builds your brand and drives results. Stay consistent, stay focused, and stay in motion. Thank you for listening. My name is Swigga with Full Motion Music Group. Peace.